and start
We're
scrolling.
live.
We are live. Good morning, beloveds. Hello, hello. Welcome in, beautiful people. Welcome into our sacred space here at Brentwood Inspired Living Center on Facebook Live. I've got my phone here like I do every week to find you on our page. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to quickly scroll to find us live. And then when I find us live, I get really happy because then I see all your comments. What's going on here? My phone is a little slow thinking. There we are. Turning my volume down. There we are. Yay! Good morning, everybody. I am so glad to be here with you. My name is Amy Van Ling. I am joyfully the spiritual director here at this exceptional community, Brentwood Inspired Living Center. Welcome into another glorious Sunday of sharing time together. This is a place where we come together. We welcome people of all faiths, all spiritual beliefs, or no spiritual beliefs, any beliefs. We welcome everyone here, everyone. Our purpose is to be a safe environment for every single person to explore their spiritual path or life path, to feel loved and accepted and valued, and to have the opportunity to tune in and participate with the community co-creating conscious, loving world. Good morning, Dennis. Howdy. Good morning, Siggy and Jim. We're so glad that you're here. I see everybody tuning in with us. Remember, I see you logging in with the numbers, but I don't see you until you leave me a comment. So I get really excited with the comments. Good morning, Randy. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. So as always, I will keep my phone right here in front of me to watch everybody logging in and look for comments, questions. Feel free to drop any comments and questions at any moment. We love those. Also, let me know that you can see us and hear us. That's really important to our mission on Sunday morning, that we are broadcasting clearly to you. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Nancy. Hello, everybody. So grateful that you're tuning in with us. I am so thrilled to be here this morning with Daniel and Mirabai and Steve and Jan. We welcome you. We welcome you into this space. We're so excited this morning. Daniel Bruce Levin is remarkable soul. I just happened across on Clubhouse a few months ago. Wink, wink to that. You all know that I don't necessarily believe in happening upon or accidents. It reminds me of what the blind woman said in the Mosaic. She was talking about no coincidences, and I think what she said was, I'm sure you bumped into me because there was a connection that was, meant to be had here. So that's how I feel about Daniel, who we affectionately call Danny because he is a friend to us in our community. I immediately knew that this bright, dear soul was here to share with us. And he said yes when I asked, so I was jumping with joy. Danny will be sharing reflections from his impactful and transformational book, The Mosaic, here. And we'll be talking a lot about that today. Danny will also be facilitating a workshop today from 11:30 to 12:30. It will be nothing short of spectacular, I guarantee you that. He is a master of sharing time together, creating space for hearts and souls to connect, to share, to feel loved, accepted. He's just totally in alignment with us. So please join us by using the link on our website homepage. You'll see a picture of Mirabai and Steve, Heartdream, and then Danny, and then you'll see our link into the workshop. And I will also drop it here in comments when we finish up this morning. So you have different ways to pop in there. Just jump right in. Don't be shy. Welcome, everybody. We like to invite one and all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer says, happy Sunday blessings to the world. Nancy says, good morning. You sound great. Look wonderful. Thank you, Nancy. She's my sound checker here. My mic was low last week, apparently. So good morning, Anna. Anna is Daniel's better half, I will say. Beautiful soul. We are so grateful that you're both here with us. Thank you, Anna. Anna will be joining us for the workshop. Definitely tune in. She does energy source alignment. We've got amazing people here today with us. We have Heartdream, who is the dynamic divine duo, Mirabai and Steve Bangs. They are here sharing their precious souls, their amazing talent. gifting us with the sacred sound, the healing sound. And we cherish you both so very much. We're so grateful for your time here with us. We have our beautiful, amazing Jan Knight. She's with us this morning. Jan is here sharing our selected inspirational story, which is very special today, and always connected with our theme of the month, which this month is letting go, letting be. She will also be sharing our prayer of plenitude. You're truly a blessing to us, Jan, abundance of love and radiance. We appreciate you. Jan chose Danny's book for her book discussion group. And I know they've had an amazing time discussing this for about probably more than 8 weeks now, maybe 10 weeks. You started in May. Yeah. So they've been doing a deep dive into the Mosaic. Danny even popped into one of their meetings last month. So I know they were really excited about that. So thank you so much, Daniel, Mirabai, Steve, Jan, for activating this space this morning. It's felt, and we're all so very, very grateful. Good morning, everybody. We warmly welcome you in. We are so glad that you're joining us. Good morning, Luinda and Beverly. Beverly says, good morning, lovely people. I so miss you all. So happy to see you. I can't believe July is half over. I know. Kathy says, good morning, everyone. Pat is here. She said, what a blessed time this is right now. Love and light, Pat. Pat was in one of Danny's rooms on Clubhouse the other day. It's good to see everybody this morning. Welcome in. We love you. We value you. Hi, Bonnie. Good morning. If you're new to our community, we want you to know how truly grateful we are that you are here and you found us. Please feel free to reach out to us. Jump into any of our small groups during the week. They're on Zoom. You can find them all on our website, and don't be shy. Jump in, brentwoodilc.org. We welcome you. We'd love to have you join us. So this month we are with our theme, letting go, letting be. I like to say allowing divine unfoldment, just knowing that there is always something so divine wanting, asking to emerge, and just trusting that space. Greetings, love, everybody. Hugs, virtual hugs and kisses. Thank you for tuning within this morning, for committing your time and your energy to being in this love frequency, to elevating this love frequency, co-creating a peaceful and beautiful world for everybody. Remember that if you like our page, you go to the Facebook settings, you can set your notifications to alert you each Sunday when we go live, and that way you'll just be pinged. You'll get the little alert sound and notification, then you just click in there to our joy-filled gathering, and you don't have to go searching the page and finding us or anything. So that makes it easy. Good morning, Christy. Nice to see you here. I'm not sure what's going on, but there it is. Got it. What do I have next? Few reminders. Loaves and Fishes collection is this week. It will be in the parking lot of 50 Sand Creek Road this Wednesday, July 21st, 10:30 to noon. This is a collection of non-perishable food items, and they're requesting socks this week. So socks. Florence will be there to collect all recyclables as well. Thank you to Nancy and Florence, who hold space for this outreach every month. They're two earth angels, and we are truly grateful. And we here at Brentwood Inspired Living Center, we love to pray around here. And our affirmative prayer, reflects a certainty that we're each, being led to our highest good, despite any outer appearances or temporary appearances. This is in metaphysics. We lean in the direction of that we are the broadcaster of our vibration, and we transmit energy and a frequency, whether we're conscious of it or not. And this transmission of energy, vibration, is creating our experience. And so our prayer focuses on trusting this divine power and presence, we call Mother, Father, God, Source Energy, Holy Spirit, whatever the name is that you use, and knowing that we are all continually being blessed, and we affirm our lives with unlimited possibilities. So if you or anyone would like this life, love affirming prayer, please share your prayer requests with us. We have an easy way to do that on our website. You just go into connect, I think it's prayer and healing page, and then there's just a submit your prayer request, and our prayer team prays over them for 7 days, and we really truly love and enjoy doing this. So So share with us. We love to hold space for you. Good morning, everybody. I see everybody logging in with us. So fun. What else is going on? We're right in the middle of this really exciting transformation. And so on Friday mornings at 10 o'clock and on Monday evenings at 7 p.m., we're holding sacred space for 10 minutes. We come in for this really powerful 10-minute activation. And you can set your alarm. This makes it easy so you don't forget. Set your alarm, jump in for 10 minutes, hold the space with us, and pop out. We appreciate everybody coming together to do this. It's the same Zoom link we use for everything else, for our workshops, our open forum for our board meetings, all that on our website homepage. Jump in with us. We are always glad to see you there. Good morning, Florence. Good morning, everybody. So we have an awesome concert in the park happening the second Saturday of every month. Next month, it's going to be August 14th. Stay tuned for an indoor location so we don't melt. Last month, it was 109 degrees. We weren't expecting that. It was a little warm. Please join us at 11 for a community circle. I'm going to hold a community circle. We'll be discussing some things. We'll be having a meditation. It'll be a really great time to connect. And then the concert will begin at 12:30. So just stay tuned for the location for that. I look forward to seeing everybody. That's August 14th, second Saturday of every month. What else is going on? Oh, our dear, dear friend, Janie Bates. She made her transition last week, Thursday. So many of us knew her and loved her. Janie and her husband were one of just a few couples who founded this community in the 80s, and it was Unity on the Delta at the time. And she was just such a beloved member of this community. And Ira Hill messaged me. Does everyone remember Ira? He had moved to Las Vegas, and he said it was because of Janie and her gruff husband Bill. They stayed with the community because of their love and care. So I was truly grateful to hug her and love her at our last concert, and also hear her speak at Irene's Celebration of Life in May. We all adored her. So please hold space for their families. Send love, comfort, and peace to them as they're going through this transition. So what else? I think we're going to get going here, bright, beloved beings. I invite you to tune into our mission statement and invite you to just drop into your heart center and be in this space with us, this warm, loving space. We are an open, heart-centered, spiritual community, honoring the one presence within us. We welcome all to connect, grow, and expand in wisdom, compassion, and love. Thank you, souls, for joining with us. I am going to hand the screen over to Heartdream for our community song this morning. So I encourage you to mute and sing along at home. Singing is such a profound way of just connecting into our heart and opening that heart chakra and the throat chakra. So sing along. I'm going to hand the screen over to Mirabai and Steve. Thank you both so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. Listen, listen, listen to my heart song. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. I will never forget thee. I will never forsake thee. Listen, listen, listen
I'm in another world. I forgot to unmute. Thank you. Just love that one. This is just such a beautiful activation. Thank you for bringing that to us this morning, Mirabai and Steve. Okay, Jan, I'm going to hand the screen over for our inspirational reading this morning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So wonderful to be here, and I'm so excited to have Danny here with us this morning. Today, our inspirational story actually comes from Danny's book, The Mosaic, and it's a story that the bodyguard told Mo on his journey. So sit back and listen to this wonderful story about letting go of fear. The walls you have built to keep you safe isolate you and keep you separate, which is causing you the very pain you're trying to avoid. May I share a story with you? The bodyguard asked. Many years ago, there was a man who lived in an overcrowded town. He spent his days dreaming of a time when he could live surrounded not by buildings, but among the beauty of the countryside. His dreams were vivid. In them, he saw a place that was spacious and completely open. He saw the home he would build there with panoramic views and windows that would flood the interior with light. One day, while he was traveling, he came upon the place he had seen in his dreams, and he decided that he would never leave. For many years, he thrived there, enjoying everything about the place, the openness of his house, the vistas he could see, and the freedom he felt in simply being there. Then one day, the rains came, monsoon-like torrents that pummeled down from the heavens. On and on, without reprieve, the rains continued. When one storm ceased, another one took over, and soon the storms were wreaking havoc on his dream house. When he saw the potential damage that could be done, the man immediately set out to protect his house, shuttering the windows, bolting the doors. He told himself after the rains had ended that he would take them down. But when the rain stopped, the walls remained. There was safety in their protection and a security in no longer feeling at the mercy of the storms that had alarmed him so much. He no longer ventured out, reasoning that the storms could return at any time. And though they stayed away, he continued to stay home, preferring to be shuttered in. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, months turned into years. And when his supplies finally ran out, he had no option but to leave the comfort of his home to get food. The thought terrified him. He had grown so used to being shut in that the thought of venturing outside made him very anxious. Looking back, he recalled when he had first come to this place, how he had loved the light and the feeling of openness and the feeling of freedom. He wondered how he had let himself get to this place. It was in that moment that he understood the power that fear had over him. In protecting himself from the storms, he had shut down, barricaded in, separated from everything that he once enjoyed. His palace had become his prison. Enough, he cried. One by one, he opened the shutters and unbolted the doors. Light streamed into his house again, just as it had always done in the past. And once again, his heart was filled with happiness. And so it is.
Jan, that was perfect. And since you have been holding the space for the Mosaic discussion group the last two and a half months, maybe you can just offer a little something about the Mosaic and your experience and how it connects to our community so well.
Well, I was just saying to Danny before we started that the amazing thing about this book is that each one of the stories, each one of the people and the events that happen in the book as Mo is on his journey to find heaven, each one of them can be interpreted at so many levels. And we're finding, as a group of 8 or 9 or 10 of us, that it's just each time we say something, it takes us deeper into an understanding of whatever that message is that the person is So it's powerful. It's a universal book. We're not finished yet, Danny. We've been going for over 2 months, and we have about maybe maybe 3 more sessions left. Yeah.
Yeah, such richness. That's why there's so much there to
Wonderful.
continue discussing. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jan. Okay, I'm going to hand the screen back over to Heartdream for one of their songs this morning, Touching Life.
The flower pierced the wind of our mind, and it flowed o'er the mountain plain like wine, like wine. Gold was its color as it seeped into cracks of sand, and it trickled and it splashed through open doors with visions of one pure harmonized land. La 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 Spilling its color in the eyes of light with deep unconscious dreams, telling its inner living stories of all time throughout. La 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 Past life actions will change with a heart. Each beat starts renewing. But when the flower enlightens the mind, history is worth undoing. La 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 la
So beautiful. Thank you both for that. Woo. Okay, Jan, I'm going to hand it over to you for our prosperity message this morning. Thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful. Woo. Mm.
Thank you.
Okay, I invite everyone now to join me for our prosperity blessing. And it's just such a gorgeous day, and we're so happy to be here. So let's just take a breath now, take a deep breath, and bringing in love and light, and hold it gently. And then release slowly as you connect through your heart and through our message of prosperity. So we come together today, opening our hearts, opening our minds to one spirit, the light, the infinite mind, knowing that there is only one power and one presence, and that life is the life of spirit. We affirm that we are one with spirit, and there is no one, nothing that separates us from this oneness. We are one with this infinite mind that has created all that is. We know that the divine qualities of peace, of power, of plenty, of wisdom are already within each one of us. And we embrace those qualities now. And we go forth in the truth of who and what we are, saying yes to our prosperity, saying yes to our harmony, saying yes to our health and our order, saying yes to our love. we step forward right now. We step forward with anticipation, fully supporting our amazing expansion with our time, our talents, and our treasures. We are whole, we are perfect just as we are, and ever expanding in this new and exciting venture, in this frequency of love. We are feeling it now. We are thankful for all the opportunities that are coming our way, for each and every person who contributes in co-creating our community. We are so grateful. With this greatest gratitude, we accept this transformation for ourselves, this consciousness for ourselves and for our community. And we know that it's done. We absolutely know that it's done. It's complete, and we give thanks. We are so grateful. Now we release it and we let it go, and we let spirit do its perfect work. And we trust that the universe provides for us. We know the universe provides for us, and it is done. And so it is. So just two things I want you to remember today. One is come to Danny's workshop right at 11:30 and just zoom in and just come and enjoy yourself and ask questions and get excited. And I mean, there are many of us in the community that read his book. So just come in at 11:30. That's the first thing. Join us at his workshop. Second thing is on the 24th, it's on a Saturday, Faith Rivera will be with us. And she was here before, and she has given us an amazing gift of her book and her talents. So this is a fundraiser for us, an amazing fundraiser. And you're going to zoom in on Saturday, July 24th at 1 o'clock. Saturday, July 24th at 1 o'clock. Bring the whole family. Bring the whole family. I'm saying that you bring the family, just the adults pay for the event, okay? Just the adults, the family come. We're not going to be sitting in front of Zoom. We're going to be standing and dancing and moving and all of that. So it's going to be so exciting. And if you go to Zelle, or if you go to Zelle or PayPal, and it's $25 if you just the event per adult. But if you want one of her books, which she has donated to us for our fundraising, then it's $35, and you can do that on PayPal or Zelle. And inside is her wonderful. This book is all related to, I think it's 10 or 12 songs that she has on the CD. Okay, that's it. See you there. Thanks.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, Jan, for those reminders. So when you go to PayPal or Zelle, just in the memo, put Faith, and then we'll know
Oh yeah, I forgot
what
to
that's
say.
for. That's okay. No worries. That's why we're a team.
Right.
That's why this is all about teamwork and collaboration here. Thank you, Jan. We appreciate you. Okay, I am handing the screen back to Heartdream for our final song this morning. It's a Blessing.
Sunrise to sunset, season to season, on and on. God's love is the reason. When you are just healed by someone's touch, it's a blessing. When you're given hope by someone's truth, it's a blessing. When you get a chance to start again, it's a blessing. It's a through grace. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. River to river, mountain to mountain, love flows from God's eternal fountain. Sunrise to sunset, season to season, on and on. God's love is the
Oh, so beautiful. It is a blessing. You're a blessing, both of you. Heartdream.com is where you can find Mirabai and Steve's amazing music. You know, this is sound healing, truly. And they are giving us a beautiful, generous offer today, 20% off of anything at heartdream.com. And they're going to drop the link here in the feed when they zoom off into the other side of Facebook. So thank you for your brilliant energy, all of you, Jan, Mirabai, and Steve, this morning, activating this space with your presence and your beauty. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing yourselves. I will see you on the Facebook side of this.
Thank you.
We're moving around in the, the technology portals. Hello, everybody. I see everybody that has logged on with us. Welcome in, welcome in. I am tickled to have Danny here with us this morning. You know, I've heard him say things like, every single person, no matter what, has so much to share and so much people need to hear. And he aligns with us so deeply about holding a space of safety and openness and love and acceptance. And he understands, what we understand our communities so well, that we're here to listen and love and come together. And so this is why he's here with us, because I just connected in with him so deeply. And so I'm going to read you his bio so you get to know him a little bit better. Danny Levine walked away from an opportunity to run $1 billion business, to hitchhike around the world, to find happiness and inner peace. He studied in a seminary 5 years and left one day before becoming a rabbi, and he has lived as a monk in a monastery for 10 years. As director of business development, he grew Hay House from $3 million a year in sales to $1 billion a year in revenue. Talk about abundance. Danny is a rare blend of businessman and mystic who sees what others do not see. It has been this one quality more than any other that has thrown him into some of the most exclusive boardrooms to help companies innovate new ways of finding solutions when the old ways stop working. He is the author of The Mosaic, which you've heard a bit about already this morning, a life-changing fable that invites people to listen to those others do not hear and to see the situations in their life differently. You can find more about Daniel at danielbrucelevine.com. And we are just so grateful. I love Danny and the Mosaic. The archetypes in this fable they're beyond dazzling. They're divine. So I'm so thrilled for this day. I'm going to invite you into prayer with me as we open up, and then I'm going to hand it over to Danny for our morning message. Remember that if you have any questions or comments, pop them in the feed during Danny's talk this morning, and then we'll look at those when we conclude, and then we're going to pop over to the workshop where we're going to get really, really deep. So I invite you in as we make ourselves available, just taking an inward breath, if that feels comfortable for you, inward breath of the spirit, inspiration, as we all gather here together in friendship and community, being in this moment, just being very present in this moment, dropping in, remembering our true nature of peace as we fill up with this vibration of joy, excitement, gratitude. We are so grateful that we are here claiming, affirming our wholeness, our harmony, our divine intelligence, peacefulness. We're so thankful that there is something brilliant wanting to express in, through, and as each one of us. I am aware that I'm here as the embodiment of God. We are the embodiment, the face of God. So thankful to be that expression of beauty, of magnificence, radiance by practicing loving kindness, patience, understanding, respecting myself and those around. We hold this beautiful space. We bless and share our love with Danny this morning. We allow our body temple to relax and receive the message that he has flowing through him for us, with ears that hear deeper than what we think and eyes that see beyond the physical. We have the capacity to catch the divine wisdom that is here. And we're so grateful and thankful for Danny's presence with us today. And I release this word into the great expanse, in love, for love, and so it is. Amen, Ashe. Namaste, everybody. I'm handing the screen over to Danny this morning. Thank you for being with us. I am grateful. You're muted still, Danny.
I think that was the collective prayer of mankind, that everybody wants to mute me and then just hear the sound of the beautiful heavens. In fact, I want to just sit for a minute quietly, if I can, with everybody and just get a sense of feeling the essence of this room. Amy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting me into this mosaic of beautiful souls that you have gathered together in the Brentwood Inspired Living community. Everything about what I've heard so far and everything that I know about the community already makes me feel like I've come completely home. That it feels so beautiful to be amongst people who are so beautiful. The music that was played touched my heart and opened me, and I can't thank them enough for what they've contributed. And Jan, thank you so much for the reading that you did and for running a group on the Mosaic. Okay. As I listen to the voice within me and ask, what does it want me to tell you? What does the Mosaic within me want to share with the Mosaic in you? What I hear is that we are the harbingers. We are the messengers. We are the ones that have been brought into this world to reinforce connection, to find those areas where normally people will disagree and fight each other, but to bring harmony and connectedness to those places. It's so easy in the world that we live in to find separation. It's so easy to look at the same thing that others look at and see it differently, and to stand and say, I am correct in the way I see it, so therefore you must be wrong. I remember when I was in seminary, I spent 5 years in a rabbinical school studying to be a rabbi. And I went up to the Rebbe one day and I said, Rebbe, how is it possible that what you're saying is true? How is it possible that we are the only way that has this correct? That Judaism is the only way, and not only that Judaism is the only way, that our seminary, that our yeshiva is the only way, because the one down the street, we fight them and say they don't see it the correct way either. So even within the midst of this Orthodox community of people, everybody is fighting, because there's a beautiful saying in Judaism that says, if you have 3 people on a desert island, you have 5 synagogues. One that one believes in, one that another, that one that they don't believe in, one that neither one of them believe in, one that they would like to believe in, and one that they know they'll never be able to believe. But how is that possible? And what I look and see is what he said to me. His answer was, in this world, we live in duality. So if something is right in this world, then anything that is not this has to be wrong. This has to be, if this is right, anything that doesn't fit exactly under this ball of this has to be not right. And I said, but that just doesn't seem true. And he said, Danny, in heaven, there is no duality. God doesn't care. In heaven, there's only unity. And in essence, our job is to bring heaven here on earth, to not see the disagreements, but yet the seminary that I went to and I studied, which I had to leave one day before I became ordained because I couldn't adapt to the way they believed, was not in sync with what I believed. And I wondered, why do we search for separation so deeply? Why do we decide that this way is the way I believe and the way you believe is wrong? We see that over and over. We see that in the way we look at the color of a person's skin. We see that in the religious practices that we follow. We see that in our politics. Just a few months ago, there was a pro-Trump camp and an anti-Trump camp, and it was just like everybody was fighting each other. And I'm afraid it's raised its head again in areas that are sensitive to us now. Things like vaccines. Things like, do we really have the courage to believe what we believe? We speak about being one. And yet, do we have the courage to make connections and hold those connections strong amidst a world that will do anything it possibly can to separate us? We have an active community in Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a beautiful app. If you're not on it, I really recommend that you go. But even in Clubhouse, they say, these are the speakers, these are the ones that are followed by the speakers, and these are other people in the room. And I say, how is it possible that in a room that doesn't exist, with people that are strangers to each other, we abide by these guidelines of separation even there? Why can't it be that we all just sit in the same place? And if you want to speak, you speak. If you don't want to speak, you don't speak. If you want to come, you come. If you want to go, you go. But why do we make these arbitrary separations that mean absolutely nothing? Because somehow it feels like we're more comfortable in separateness than in unity. We are the messengers of a new message. But as the messengers of a new message, we have to go inside and really decide, can we be real messengers? It doesn't matter what words we say. We know why I believe all of you are at Brentwood Inspired Living is because you're tired of seeing people that go to church on Sunday and yell at their neighbors on Monday. Brentwood Inspired Living is a place where there's a lifestyle that is trying to be adopted, where this isn't just a place that we come to for a Sunday service or for a group where we hold space, but a way that we live our lives, a way that we say, no matter what happens, no matter what you believe, no matter what you feel, you are welcome into our community because we love and accept you. We listen to you and hear you, and we acknowledge and validate you for what you believe. Those 3 things that I just mentioned have completely changed my life. I used to be a very well-paid fixer. I was trained how to walk into a perfect room and within 30 seconds find 10 things wrong that nobody else could see. And I thought, wow, what a gift that is to be able to see that. And businesses would hire me and say, okay, Danny, you see something we don't see. Come in, take a look at what we're doing and find those things that are wrong so we can fix them. And I would do just that. I can't tell you how empty it left me. Because there's nothing wrong. When I realized that amongst the millions of people that I've spoken to in the course of my life, millions, I wanted to see what is it that separates us. That's pretty easy. All you have to do is look, and people will say, well, the color of your skin is different, your economics are different, where you live is different, where you went to school, what work you do, what religion you practice. It's easy to find those separations. I started to ask people, what unifies us? What is it that you want, really? And what I heard over and over and over and over and over again are these three things. I want to feel loved and accepted. I want to feel listened to and heard. And I want to feel acknowledged and validated for what I believe. The moment I realized I could do that, those are the easiest things in the world to do. That's not hard. It's much harder for me to look at you and say, no, what you believe is wrong. You have to believe what I believe. And yet, when I look around the world, what I see is a lot of people that do the second rather than the first. They say, you can't believe what you believe. That scares me, what you believe. You can't believe like that. You have to believe like I believe. The words of the Mosaic tell a beautiful story. It's heartwarming. It's inspiring. It's transformational. I am so blessed to be a part of the telling of that story. But in this talk today, I don't want to talk to you about the words of the story. I want to talk to you about the spaces in between the words of the story. Those spaces in between our words give us each an opportunity to reconsider if the words we're about to say are what we believe or are just stories we've been told over and over and over and over again. There is a pause that does more than just define what word is. It defines who we are, who I am. So I would like to invite everybody here to ask yourself, what does the space between your words actually tell you? It's so easy to say the right things. It's so easy to say we are all one. We are all a community of beautiful people. We love and accept each other. We acknowledge each other's point of view, and we validate that people have the right to believe what they believe. It's so easy to say that we've listened to you and heard you. I want you to know, for me, actually doing that is harder than I thought. And it happens in every single situation. It happens with my wife. It happens as I hear her want to share the excitement of her day and me just wanting to rest from the busyness of my day. It happens in my ability to open up my heart and love her even more. I remember one time she said, can I have you for just 1 second? I said, sure, baby. What is it you want to know? And what is it you want to say to me? And she said something, and I said, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And she turned around to go out the door, and she said to me, Danny, you didn't hear a word I said, did you? And I said, actually, I didn't. And she said, so the great listener who listens to everybody can't even take a few minutes to listen to his wife. And I said, I'm so sorry. But that's true. Sit. Let's talk. Let's sit. Forget about everything else. Let me actually hear what you want to say. I thought the mission of listening to those who no one listens to would be the downtrodden and the homeless and the people that get looked over on the street corners, the people that I write about in the Mosaic, common, ordinary people. Who listens to the trash man? Who listens to the homeless guy? Who listens to the person making art on the street? Who listens to the juice maker, or the gardener, or the waitress? What I found was it's deeper than that. I don't even listen to my stepchildren. I don't listen to my wife. I certainly don't listen to people who have a different point of view than I have. Until I make the conscious decision that I have to. That every one of them has a right to say what they believe and believe what they believe and think what they think. You have the beautiful, beautiful, exquisite right to live your life exactly the way you choose. And so do I. And when we understand that, when we allow people the space to make the decisions for their life that they need to make, without railroading them into another point of view because it's our point of view, then we allow a diversity that allows the mosaic to become whole, that allows it to be beautifully exquisite, that allows different colors and shapes and sizes to all speak to one another. And in that diversity, who knows what we might hear? I believe in a world where everything is possible. The only reason it's not possible for me is I don't see a way to make it possible yet. And as I continue to see the world the way my silo of people sees the world, I will continue to see exactly what I've always seen. But when I open up my silo, when I take down those walls, like Jen was talking about in the story that she read, when I open up my house to allow myself to see other points of view, and I can have real dialogue, and I can listen to people and hear people and love them and accept them and acknowledge them and validate them, they might just tell me the one thing that I'm missing to make what's impossible for me suddenly now possible. Isn't that worth it? What would be possible if we allowed the impossible to become possible? And we are the harbingers of that message because it's what we believe. Now we just have to make what we believe the way we live. And that's what I felt in this community so beautifully, that's what you're doing. So check the spaces between the words and see where you may not be doing that. Are there places you're trying to isolate and separate because people don't believe like you believe? Or do you welcome the beliefs of all? I close with this one point. I thought when I wrote the Mosaic, it was about connection, and it is. But an underlying belief system of the Mosaic is that nothing is as it seems. We think we're arguing about something else when the real question is, in the midst of that argument, can we create peace? Can we find similarity? Can we find love? Can we find acceptance? Can we love someone else who thinks differently? Can we open our hearts to embrace those people who see the world differently than we do, and be curious and ask them to show us that world? When we can do that, everything becomes possible. Thank you so much for the honor of being able to be with you here, to share with you, and to be amongst you for this short period of time. I hope you will come to the workshop and join us, because we're just getting started.
That's right. I was going to say the same thing. We are just getting started. I feel so excited. You know, last night before I went to bed, I was thinking about the book, and I was thinking, if I had to pick a favorite, you know, I love them all. Who would I? Which chapter would I pick? Who would I pick? And it was the blind woman. And one of my favorite paragraphs of the whole book is this: the reason people fight is not because they don't see, it's because what they see makes it impossible to see what they don't see. We must learn to see what we do not see. That is where the miracles happen. And I marked that last night. And of course, you're speaking on that today. That's how it works. I love it. You know, it's the message of having eyes to see beyond the world of appearances and the collective agreements that may not be serving the highest and best for everybody, reminding that nothing is as it seems. And tuning in. Thank you so much, Danny. We are so grateful for your presence with us today. Your sincerity, your genuine nature, your vulnerability. Thank you. There's so many wonderful things that you said. I was jotting down. Check the spaces between the words. Right there. You know, it reminded me of years ago, Wayne Dyer wrote a book, I think it was Getting in the Gap or something like that. And that's what that reminded me of, getting in that space kind of between. And I remember the first time experiencing that with that book. And so it's really a profound space. So thank you. Thank you for inviting everybody to check that space in between the words. And I love the question, what would be possible if we made the impossible possible? That's what we're all about around here. Oh my goodness, so many hearts coming up. Does anybody have a question, a comment? Dennis says, thank you. David has, that jumped. Interfaith Peace. Beverly says, thank you so much for that perfect message for me today, Daniel. Jan says, the spaces between the words. Yes, yes, yes. Anna says, by coming together in love, we magnify that love onto the world. This is how we change the world together. Yes, yes, Anna. Absolutely.
So for those who are thinking about the workshop, you have to come, because you'll meet the best part of me, which is Anna. She and I will be doing the workshop together. So she's invisible here, but will be very visible there.
I second that. And third, and everything. Yeah,
you don't have to be that. You don't have to be that encouraging. No,
no. Anna is, you know, everybody's special. Anna is has her individual special. So you must meet her. Luinda says, "Wow, wonderful talk, Daniel. So much truth. Listening is key." Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here, Luinda. Yes, thank you everybody for being here. Blessed be, beautiful people. You know, this state we're in, this heightened state of appreciation and love and tuning in, we can remain in this space and move through the world in this space. And Anna says, hi, I love you guys. Hi, Mom. My mom is here. She says, I feel empowered by Danny's message. Yes, I can understand how that is possible. Thank you, everybody, yeah, my mom's tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today. You know, tuning into this frequency of love. You know, like Anna said, this is what we're doing in the world. We're bringing this out. This is the transformation we're participating in, co-creating. Paris says, French composer Claude, I don't want to butcher the last name, said music is the space between the notes. The space between the notes allows them to resonate, reverberate, and reach their full measure of expression. That's beautiful, Paris. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Mirabai says, thank you for opening our hearts. Yes. Jan says, the question, do we welcome the beliefs of all? That was a great question too. Lots of hearts. Pat gives lots of hearts rolling up. What a beautiful, beautiful morning, everybody. Oh, wow. I truly love and appreciate you, Danny. Thank you for sharing your authenticity, your sincerity with us today. I know I speak for our entire community when I say how very much we appreciate your time with us. And we're gearing up for more right now, 11:30 to 12:30. I feel like workshop really isn't the right word. It's like play shop. It's like fun time. It's exploration. It's just feeling into this beauty, this space. And so join us. Anna will be there. That's link is on our website, brentwoodilc.org, on the homepage, easy peasy, jump in there. And I will also drop it right here when we finish. I look forward to seeing you there. So what time is it right now? It's 11:03. So you have, about, 25 minutes to grab a cup of tea, glass of water, snack, and jump over to the link and join with us. It's going to be spectacular. Connect Shop. I love that, Anna. I love that. We might adopt that.
I like that.
Connect Shop. Hey.
That's what we're going to be doing. Connect Shop.
That's perfect.
And it'll be very experiential. And Anna will do a source energy alignment for anyone who comes. So to experience that will be really sacred and blessed. So please come and join us.
It is. The space Anna activates is out of this world. You got to be there. So Connect Shop. I like that. We're going to go with that one. See you there. And if you feel gratitude, inspired, nourished, like the song Heartdream sang earlier, and nourished in our arms, please consider visiting our Ways to Give page on our website, brentwoodilc.org. Our center is 100% supported by your generous contributions. And when we participate in a sacred exchange of love, this circulation, this giving and receiving, we say, I value this space. I value this community. I value this message. I value this mission. And we're so deeply grateful for this energetic exchange, because this is one of thanksgiving and thriving. And it continues to allow us to spread out into the world and touch lives and do this thing we love to do. So thank you for co-creating and participating in that. I'm going to check one last message here. Jan says, the message of the 3 things that all people want. Yes, I wrote those down too, Jan. Love and acceptance, listened to and heard, acknowledged and validated. Yep, that was definitely worth mentioning and putting on this recording here, because those are so profound and yet so simple, right? And what transformation can come from just being in that space? What people want, desire, love and acceptance, listened to and heard, acknowledged and validated. Yes. I'm going to close us with our prayer of transformation, and then we're going to pop over to the other link for our Connect Shop. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God directs us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is and always shall be. And we are divine. You are a divine being, creation, beautiful soul. Shine on, bright ones. I will see you at the Connect Shop in just a few minutes. And if I don't see you there, it's a date. I'll see you here next week. I love you all. Hugs and kisses. Thank you, Danny. We appreciate you and love you.
Thank
you.
so much.
Okay. See you all on the other link, everybody.